Oh, wow. Okay. Based on my experience, most of my properties, I bought them individually. Why? It's because I want 100% bond. I don't want 98. I don't have 50,000 to add. Because that 50,000, I'm going to be paying towards the transfer fees and bond registration fees. So likelihood of getting 100% individual is very high. Very, very high. Especially if you can afford and your credit score is good. Business, most cases, 99.99%, it's always the bank will give you 80% or 90% or even 60% in that matter. If you're buying a block of flats, they give you 60%, most they will give you 60% because that is commercial. So now to avoid you putting top in, I go individual. I know also there are cons to that, but I'm willing to cross that. And also when you're buying with a business, they want a lot of information. Like they will want you to have financials, a 12 months financials done or audited by an auditor or accountant. And that's money. And they want to see that there's been money coming in for the past 12 months consistently. So they want your books. If you are not good at books, then it's going to really be negative for you. And also when you're buying into the business, they're going to ask you when you sending in the required papers as a buyer, those things, copy it, the transfer, what documents. They would want you to have something, there's a form that they need to be signed by your auditor or an accountant. If you don't have that, you're going to have to look for one because they can't do a lodge at the deeds office without those papers, without the signature, unfortunately. So there is those challenges, but again, I don't have a problem buying under a business because now I want to focus more on growing my business and focusing more on big investment. So I can't do those things with individual because one of the challenges with individual is that you go up to a limit and you can't go over that, unfortunately, unless you get a new job or a nice good promotion or there's allowance that comes in now. Then the bank starts then to say, okay, we can give you that. So that is my explanation when it comes to, but it all depends on what is your vision. What is your vision and what can work for you? Because if you're buying also individual, the credit report is going to show you all your debt. It falls under a debt. So they also take into consideration in terms of giving you a score, because now you have another debt that you've added in, and then they factor that into your credit score. I hope I answered you, guys. It's 7. Okay.